There's a strange thought experiment the Stoics did every single day. To us it sounds insane. Every morning, before the day even started, they pictured everything that could go wrong. The traffic, the rejection, the illness, the loss of the people they loved most. It sounds like a recipe for anxiety, a guaranteed way to ruin your morning. But the Stoics found the exact opposite. This practice made them calmer, braver, and harder to break. They called it premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. And it might be the most useful Stoic tool of all. Start with why we suffer so much when life goes wrong. It's not just the event, it's the shock, the sense that this wasn't supposed to happen to me. We walk through life quietly assuming things will basically go our way, so when they don't, we get hit twice, once by the problem and once by the surprise. Seneca noticed this. He said the unexpected blow lands heaviest. What is quite unlooked for, he wrote, is more crushing. Surprise adds weight to disaster. So the Stoic fix is simple but radical. Remove the surprise in advance. Premeditatio malorum is not doom scrolling in your head. It's not anxious, worrying. Worry is a loop with no exit. You spin on a bad thing and feel powerless. Premeditation is a rehearsal with a purpose. You face the bad thing, then prepare for it. It has 3 quiet steps. Picture it, accept it, then plan your response. Worry asks, what if this happens? Premeditation answers, and here's what I'll do if it does. That single shift turns a spiral into a strategy. Step 1. Each morning, calmly imagine something difficult that could happen today. Not a horror movie, just realistic friction. A plan falling through, a harsh word, a delay. Marcus Aurelius did this in the very first lines of his day. He told himself, "Today I will meet the ungrateful, the rude, the selfish, the dishonest." Why start the day so grim? Because then none of it could ambush him. When the rude person shows up, you don't think, how dare they? You think, there it is. You expected it. So it has no power to knock you off your center. Step 2, and this is the deep one, after you picture it, accept that it's possible. Not that it will happen, just that it could. You are not special. Life happens to you too. Seneca practiced this with the people he loved most. He'd remind himself they were mortal. He said, "I will lose them one day, so I will not waste a single day taking them for granted." See the twist? Accepting loss didn't make him love less. It made him love now fully. The fragile thing becomes precious precisely because you stopped pretending it's permanent. Step 3 turns fear into a tool. For the thing you pictured, ask, what would I actually do? If the deal falls through, what's my next move? If they say no, then what? Suddenly the monster under the bed gets dragged into the light, and it shrinks. Most fears are vague. Vague is terrifying. Specific is just a problem you can solve. By rehearsing your response once calmly, you've already half-handled it. When it shows up for real, part of you just nods and says, right, I've been here before, let's run one all the way through. So you can see the 3 steps in action. Say you've got a big presentation next week and your stomach drops every time you think about it. Step 1, picture it. What's the realistic worst? You blank out, or someone asks a question you can't answer. Step 2, accept it. Yes, that could happen. People blank sometimes. It would be awkward, not fatal. Step 3, plan it. If I blank, I pause, breathe, glance at my notes, and just keep going. If I get a question I can't answer, I say, great question, let me follow up on that. Done. Notice what just happened. The vague dread became 3 concrete, totally survivable moves. You walk in lighter because you already met the worst version in your head and it was fine. Now, here's the side effect almost nobody expects from picturing the worst. It makes you wildly grateful for what you already have. When you've just imagined losing something, then look up and still have it, it glows. The Stoics called this negative visualization, and it's a cure for the thing that steals our joy. That thief is called hedonic adaptation. We get used to everything good, then stop seeing it. The new phone, the relationship, the home you once dreamed of, the shine wears off. Premeditatio malorum resets your eyes. It briefly takes things away in your mind so you see them again. Let's be clear about what this is not. This is not pessimism, and it's not expecting failure. A pessimist assumes the worst and gives up. A Stoic considers the worst and prepares. It's the difference between a coward who never leaves home and a sailor who checks the weather. The sailor still sails. He just isn't shocked when a storm comes. He packed for it. Preparation is what lets you be optimistic without being naive. Now, think about how we actually live today. We do the opposite of this constantly. Our feeds are endless highlight reels. Everyone's life looks frictionless and perfect. So we quietly expect our own lives to be smooth too. And every bump feels like a personal failure. We're the least prepared generation for things going wrong because we never picture it. Premeditatio malorum is the antidote. It quietly trains you to expect friction and meet it. The calmest person in any crisis is usually the one who already imagined it. So let's make this something you can actually do starting tomorrow morning. 1. Before you touch your phone, take 60 seconds and picture one realistic difficulty in your day. 2. Say to yourself, calmly, this could happen, and if it does, I can handle it. 3. Rough out your response in one sentence, just the first move you'd make, then let it go and start your day. You've done the rehearsal. Now you can relax. Once a week, do the deeper version. Picture losing something you take for granted. Then go hug the person, use the thing, walk the path like you almost lost it. Because one day you will. There's a deep, quiet courage that comes from doing this regularly. Most fear is the fear of the unknown. Premeditation makes the dark corners of the future familiar. You stop flinching at every shadow because you've already looked at the shapes. And paradoxically, the person who has accepted the worst is the freest to enjoy the best. Because they're no longer secretly bracing, terrified that the good thing will be taken. So tomorrow, before the world rushes in, take your 60 seconds. Picture the friction. Accept that it's possible. Plan one small response. Then go live. You'll be calmer when things break and far more grateful when they don't. The Stoics looked straight at the worst, not to be afraid of life, but to stop being afraid of it. If this gave you something, the next video is on a stranger Stoic habit, choosing to be uncomfortable on purpose. Ancient wisdom, modern edge. I'll see you in the next one.